of stairs. Life is 100 flights of stairs in a building with an elevator that goes extremely slow. Some were born on the 25th floor, but most of us were born on the first. In the quest to reach the top, the trick is to take the stairs, regardless of where you started out, and never enter the comfortable elevator, no matter how you've caught up.
Loud as you possibly can.
And we're live. What's up?
How you guys doing today, man? John Sanders here with Limitless Hoops once again. If you got the baby book right here, you get that upon joining. It shows you what movies to watch, what homework to do every single month, and things like that. If you're doing ball spins this month, great job. Let's see who comes the furthest. I think that Jake is winning by far. All right, we'll see. And then because up next in February we have push-ups. All right, push-ups. Next month, do either 10, 25, or 50 push-ups every day for the entire month, either consecutively or within an allotted amount of time. Had a player do that one time, and I noticed him in like 7th grade. He was really, really strong. And I was like, dude, why are you so strong, man? Like, how much do you lift? He goes, all I do are push-ups. I was like, seriously? And you're that strong? Like, dang, how many do you do? He's like 50 every day. He's like, just like you told me to do in 5th grade. And I was like, wait, you actually listen to me? I tell everyone that. No one does it. He actually did it, and he was like swole. He said he never does anything else besides the 50 every single day. So, I mean, heads up for that. February it will be a good month, but right now we have ball spins. And speaking of homework, what's up, Connor Rush? I believe Connor, let's check it out real quick. Homework. See who's turning it in. What do we have here? Limitless Hoops. We got Noah Masseth. Limitless Hoops. So that's yesterday. We got Noah Masseth. Limitless Hoops from the day before, which means Connor missed a day. I think he missed the last 2 days, though, but I didn't notice the first day. So that means that at the end of the month, Connor owes me 3 straight Nash drills. It's all right, though. We said that it would be fairly impossible to post it every single day. And maybe you actually did it and the button just slipped or whatever it is. So yes, if you did do it and you just were like, oh, I forgot to add it, but you still did it, well, then that's your new challenge. See if you can add it. Like literally press a button for like next month might be your easiest since it'll be 28 days. Oh wait, is it 29? I'm not even sure how many days February has, but yes, it'll be a fewer amount of days to be perfect. All right, it's posting right now, but you can't post from yesterday, so you didn't post it yesterday. All right, so you missed it. It has to be every single day. All right, again, but so continue to try. All right, as long as you try, it's good enough. Don't quit. All right, finish this month off well, but eventually try to get it perfect. All right, let's see. I haven't missed a day. Noah Master, you haven't missed a day. That's a good job, man. Maybe you should try to do Connor's challenge. I think Connor's challenge is a little bit more difficult than what you're doing, but might be a good one. He has to do what is your challenge? Connor, put your challenge in the comment section, man. It's like the 5-minute rush. He has to post the homework for the day. He has to get someone else to do the homework as well, which I have not seen, but I think that one doesn't have to be posted, but he has to get that guy to write it out, to turn it in at the end of the month. He has to do the challenge of the day, which this month was the easiest since the challenge for the 9th graders said to do the homework. So it's kind of repetitive in that regard. I believe that was it. And he has to come Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings for the workout. So his one is way harder, but see what you can do. If you want to do what Connor's trying to do, even if you fail, you'll be pretty amazing afterwards. All right. Posting the day afterwards. All right. I've done it. I've done that like 5 times. Yeah, it happens, man. See if you can be perfect one of these months. But like even the punishment is gonna make you stronger. So it's all good. It's just 3 straight Nash drills. So anyway, great job so far, both of you guys. Plus Gavin Witt, you guys are doing a monster job. Gavin not so much with the posting, but he's doing somewhat. And we got Derek Valdez posting as well. So great job to all of you guys. Whether you fail or succeed in this, you're gonna be amazing. So keep trying to be perfect. And when you miss it by a little bit, it's all good. All right. Checking out the quote of the day. We got, no feeling is final. All right. I believe, I always brag about this, but I still kind of forget about it every now and then. But when I was in 5th grade, I figured out that I shouldn't be crying anymore. Because I remembered being in 3rd grade and I remember crying. And I forgot what I was crying about. Because in 5th grade, I was like, dude, I remember crying, but I forgot why I was crying. And I was like, so chances are in 7th grade, I'll forget why I was crying in 5th grade. In 9th grade, I'll forget why I was crying in 7th grade. Because it just won't matter. So anything that I go through, I will eventually forget. So why even go through it? That was like my strategy. So like no matter how hard it gets, just let it slide. Who cares? What's up, Dylan Devaney? All right, so like if you are like, I mean, it's cool to be emotional, but if you're like mad or like sad or like someone broke your heart, like yeah, you can be like into it, whatever, but just understand, don't go overboard because it's gonna end and one day you will laugh about it. Like your problems are the same as like a baby crying over spilled milk. Like the baby's like, I want my bow wow. It's just like, and it's just crying. And you as like a 9 or a 12 or a 15-year-old are just looking at it like, stupid babies. Babies don't understand anything. And then all of a sudden your girlfriend breaks up with you and you're just in tears. And then your parents are looking at you like, oh, stupid teenager. They're just so cute. They don't understand anything. And then all of a sudden their mortgage falls through and they can't afford to like live somewhere. They have to move out of their neighborhood into a poor neighborhood. And then they start crying. And then their grandparents are like, stupid 30-year-old. And everyone just like sees it only from their perspective. So try to be like when you need to be. You can definitely cry. You can definitely go through emotions. But when you need to be, like during a game, you need to snap out of it. Snap out of it fast because it literally doesn't matter. And then when you have time at home later, go ahead and cry about it. It's all good. All right. For real, that's why I go for boyfriends instead. Exactly. Yep. If you can't get girlfriends, you just get boyfriends. Can't get boyfriends, get girlfriends. Can't get either, get a cat. All right. Moving on, we got our elementary school drills. Fake behind the back. That's when you dribble in. Fake behind your back. Cup it right there. Again, these are just any kind of like moves that like most college players can do. We want to be doing. All right. You may never use this in a game, but you might. Understanding how to manipulate the ball and your eyes at the same time is a crucial element in doing several moves. Not just this one fancy move, but like for a pro hop, for any kind of like ball fake pass. Using your eyes for a crossover. Like linking your eyes in the ball and your feet and your limbs to do things at the same time. It's huge. If you know, if you ever seen Ja Morant do his like amazing dunk against the big dude from Phoenix, where he won the game with a dunk. It was like a fadeaway dunk. Right before that, he crossed the dude up so well. It was just like this small little look toward his knee as his knee was bending that way. And just that, when you're fast enough, it can measure a lot of stuff. So when we do these moves like fakes and things like that, or even like our no-look pass fake, it's moving with the ball and getting everything in sync. All right. Then we have the 3 decision drill. Again, this is stuff that we're not going to be doing tomorrow. All right, on Wednesday, we're not doing this stuff on Wednesday, but we will do this stuff on Friday. So I'll talk about it more on Wednesday. We will be doing only the middle school stuff since we have such a small group lately, until like maybe the high schoolers come back. All right, then we have the 3 decision drill. That says how when we pass the ball to the wing without throwing the ball away, and versus pump faking to the wing because they're there and then backdoor cutting. All right, and if you can get those 2 things down, where if they're open, you pass. Not open, you dribble at him for a backdoor cut. Backdoor cut's not open, he comes for the handoff. Handoff not open, you do a fake handoff and layup. If you have all 4 of those, you freaking rule. Like, no one will stop you. Like, that's just like such clever play. And you know who does that the best? The Warriors. All right. I tried to delete that before Aunt and Nona saw it. Aunt and Nona say hi and are listening to the Bluetooth too. What up, Auntie? What's up? Is it Nona? Nana? I don't even know how to say all your little like nicknames in your family, man. Anyway, how you guys doing over there? All the Davinis and the what's the word? All the Pruitts, right? That's the maiden name, all the Pruitts. All right, moving on, we got our ankle breaker crossover, penetrate and fill drill, and sprint dribble cone touch. All right, moving on. We already talked about the homework, but here's the picture of the day. It's the Rising Stars Challenge. All right, the Rising Stars Challenge just got a little remake. It used to be the freshmen in the league versus the sophomores. Now what they're going to do is take the top freshmen, top sophomores, like 42 of them or something like that, and then get 6 G League players that are young, and then split them into 4 teams and then do a tournament. like a semifinal tournament. If you go when you go on during the All-Star break weekend. I mean, that's like really, really unique. And they're coming up with some really amazing things for this thing. They're going to play the games to 75 in honor of the NBA's 75th season. All right. And man, like, I'm really excited to watch this. They keep coming up with very innovative things that have made the All-Star games better than they've ever been before, which is just awesome. All right. Real quick, let's go over the story of the day. All right, watch it.
I've learned that something constructive comes from every destructive defeat, if you're wise enough to view things from that perspective.
All right, so that says that from every destructive defeat, like what we were just talking about, all right, something constructive can come from it if you're wise enough to see it that way. All right, think about that. All right, that means that like when you're getting beat up in life or whatever, right? You're having your sad days, you're having your depressed days, you're having your like literal like your body's beat up days. Like I got hit in the rib on Sunday. This guy like got me so good with his elbow, and I was like, "Ooh, you got me!" But I was like, "That's my fault because I was standing up straight." That's what I tell you guys to do. I was like, "Oh, if they're standing up straight, get them right." So someone got me, and I was like, you know, that should teach me a lesson to always stay on guard. And then we beat a team by 30, but I'm going to be more focused in the next game. So I'm going to take something that was destructive and make it constructive. There are bigger things in life too, like where I don't know, like let's say that your business just fails, utterly fails, you go bankrupt. Well, then start a new business and take all your mistakes and then have that be the reason that you like wildly succeeded. Or you can be like one of those like really famous people like Lucille Ball. She's a comedian from back in the 50s and 60s. One of my favorites. She was kicked out of acting school. And she ended up being one of the greatest actresses in TV history after that. All right, there are other people that like have failed in their lifetime and just have gone on to become like amazing people. But it was because of the failures, like Michael Jordan, like Tom Brady. All right, Tom Brady was a quarterback out of college who was like pretty good. He's okay. He wasn't supposed to be anything special. Then he got picked in the 6th round instead of the 2nd or 3rd round, like he was told. He was told he was going to be picked in the 2nd or third round, but he's picked in the 6th. And he was so mad, he started working his butt off. And he became the greatest quarterback of all time. If he was picked in the 2nd or 3rd round like he was supposed to, he might have just been happy and just been like, oh, I'm good, like that. So luckily for him, he was destroyed. All right, so for you guys, when you get destroyed, it's just opportunity. That's all it is, and see it like that. All right. Look, John, at the homework, everything is posted, which means the challenge should really not be failed. But you didn't post yesterday, Connor Rush. It says you must post yesterday. All right. So doing it is half the battle, maybe like 99%. How hard is posting? Whatever percentage posting is, that's how much that you missed it by, and it's okay. All right. Being perfect is not easy. All right. But I guess I can glance at the homework page just to make you happy. Okay, Connor Rush, good job. Wait, I need a clap thing on my phone. I always forget to add that thing. Anyway, we'll add it later. Don't worry. I'll do it in post edit. All right. Moving on. What was that one? It was the picture of the day with the rising stars. Then we talked about that. All right. What's up, Gavin Witt? Welcome to the party, homie. So we got practices tonight, but tomorrow we have our workouts. Again, the difference between practice and workouts, it's hugely, glaringly obvious, except that everyone comes to the practices, which is great. It's awesome. We like to go over the stuff. We don't even have enough time to go over all the things, and it does help us win. But the Monday, Wednesday, Friday things, don't forget those things. Those things are very, very, very important because that's when you actually get better, independent from our team getting better. If you get better, then it doesn't even matter how good our team is. Our team will become better just because your talent has increased. That's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, plus Sunday shooting. Those are the most important days, okay? Now, Saturday we play. Who wouldn't want to miss that? And then Tuesday, Thursdays for our team. And it really is a special deal. All right? Us wearing all the same outfits. You got the shoes. We're working on plays. We're going slow, so we really have time to think about stuff. That's very, very enticing. But don't forget, the other days matter even more, like way more actually. All right. But if you are coming to practice, make sure that you show up 30 minutes early, and it's an autonomous workout. I won't even be there because that starts at 5:30. I can't even possibly make it there. So you guys have to do it on your own. We'll have a new girl today. She's a 5th grader. All right, Soul. She'll be showing up. Make sure that somebody gives her one of the bands, and then switch off with her so that she can do her workout stuff, because she won't have her stuff until I get there. All right. Practice is very slow compared to workouts. It's extremely slow. Oh my God. It'll get faster once we understand stuff, but it happens. All right. One-on-one hurdles for losers. All right. This is us playing one-on-one. Go on hard. If you don't score, you got like 5 or 6 hurdles. If you get scored on, you have 15 hurdles. So this makes every single thing count. King's drill is us going foot fire, slide that way, take a charge, loose ball, things like that. And you have to go as hard as you possibly can. Chair duel, that's dribbling the ball and going between your legs behind your back. All right, with the chair in front of you or with the person in front of you trying to reach for the ball. All right, then we have extended Mano Ginobili layup. That's extending right here, hiding it, and then scoring on the opposite side, coming from the elbow with the extension. You want to do this stuff in games too, so you can score from a long distance away and use the basket as an ally to protect you from people trying to block your shot. Then we have athletic finish, which we've seen Connor Rush do in his little commercial where he's going in and out between legs behind the back to spin. We've also seen Dylan DeVinny do it in some of our highlight videos. And then we have ladder to sidestep series that's coming up through the ladder, doing Icky Shuffle, and then going sidestep, sidestep, sidestep. For this one, make sure that you're facing the basket, even when you're going from the top to the wing. And you can either shoot, cross the ball over for a jump shot, or hesitate and go straight to the basket for a layup. All right. It was my first month though, but he's still a hater. Practice always made me mad because John never picked me to demonstrate. Come on, John. Boot camp counts if I can't make it to the night workouts, right? Of course, yeah, boot camp counts. But I think boot camp, instead of the night workouts, I would rather you do the workouts than boot camp. Boot camp makes you stronger and faster. It's amazing. You definitely need to be that. But in terms of skill, you need skill. So let's say that you were John Morant or Allen Iverson. You could skip workouts for boot camp because they need to become stronger and faster. For those of you guys that lack skill, which is all of you, you guys really need the workouts. Now, you don't get caught up to where Blake Bastani was caught. He only wanted to work 2 days or 3 days a week. And what ended up happening was he only did our practices for like 4 years. And after 4 years, he's like, why aren't I getting better? I'm like, because you never come to our workouts. And he's like, oh, so you're going to be missing a lot of stuff. The Monday, Wednesday, Friday evening stuff are the number one things that we do in the entire program. Let's call that 100, okay? Everything else that we do is so far below that. Besides the shooting days. The shooting days include some skill stuff. So let's call the Monday, Wednesday, Friday 100. Then shooting is 90. And then team practice is probably like a 65. It's well below. The boot camps, 60. Open gyms, 40. That's the level of importance. So everything that you do, realize it's on that level. Now, you should do it all. You should do it all. But if you had to only do certain things, Monday, Wednesday, Friday nights. All right. Moving on. All right. So we talked about the middle school stuff. This is the stuff that we will be doing tomorrow, and we will see what we have. For you guys, let's go with the trivia question of the day. All right. The trivia question today. We got Finn Kaufman leading 9-7. One of Connor's points was kind of handed to him by Finn because Connor guessed twice. You're only allowed to guess one time. All right, Connor cheated, guessed like 3 times, but we still gave him the point because Connor needs the point because he's only won one time out of all these months. Finn Kaufman has won every single month since we started this. He has so many coins delivered to him, he might as well just fly out here and use his coins. All right. So the winner of this month, the winner of every month gets a coin. Today, you can use Google, you can use your parents. I assure you, using your maybe basketball savvy mom or dad is a lot faster than using Google. So bring them in the room. Say, come on, Dad. Come on, Mom. Tell me about AC Green or something like that. All right. The trivia question today is, oh, this is a good one. I think I know the answer for this one. All right. The trivia question today is, which NBA player had the worst field goal percentage the year he won an MVP award? That is the question. Which NBA player had the worst field goal percentage the year he won an MVP award? And good luck. I do know that, like, making shots it's not the most important thing, but when you shoot a lot of shots, you're getting double team per se. You might be creating other shots for your other teammates. Maybe this MVP was a defensive dynamo. I am sure like he deserved the MVP award, but your shooting percentage kind of doesn't matter if you do a lot of extra things. All right, let me see the answer real quick. That's the answer? Oh, I would not have guessed that. Man, let's see it. James Harden. That's a good, decent guess, but Finn Kaufman is right. And right again, it was Bob Cousy. So Robert Cornelius Cousy. That is not his middle name. I just made that up. Finn Kaufman now has 10 points. Giannis, that was a decent guess, but big men always have higher percentages. If it's going to be like Giannis or Shaq, they're always going to have higher percentages since they're shooting from close. But my guess was Allen Iverson. That was my guess. I don't know if he even had the MVP award, though, but I think he did that one year when they played against the Lakers. But I think he must have. He must have. But I guess his percentage was higher than Bob Cousy. All right. He shot it from 1 foot away. The Hall of Fame point guard, Bob Cousy, shot just 37.8% in his 1956-57 MVP season. He's the only player in history to win an MVP while shooting worse than 40%. He averaged 20 points, 4.8 rebounds, 7.5 assists that season, and led the Celtics to their first championship. This dude would come in and throw the craziest passes, like crazier than Magic Johnson, like just borderline stupid passes he would throw. It was amazing. All right. Anyways, let's move on to our high school stuff. So this is the stuff that we did last time right here. All right, we did our alley-oops. All right, so anytime that we do something in practice, make sure that you're trying it at home as well. Here in Colorado, it's snowing now, so you obviously can't do it now. But if you have a gym, you want to try alley-oops. Why do you want to try alley-oops? Because you might be throwing an alley-oop one day. You might be catching an alley-oop one day. That's the given. But beyond just that, you want the timing to be there. You want the timing and your eyesight to be aligned. I did a workout with this guy who's trying to be a cadet. All right, and for his cadet practice, it was like he wants to be like a freaking pilot for like the Army or something like that. And one of the drills though he has to do was throw the ball from his knees from half court, throw a basketball. And he's never like touched a basketball his whole life. So we did it, and his throw was like horrible. It was weird, but it took us an hour. By the end, he was throwing like a normal person. But with that said, it was like he had never been there before. He had never like seen that before, so he couldn't do all this other stuff. And I'm sure that once he gets into the Army, they're not going to ask him to throw a basketball at the enemy. No, he'll probably have to throw like a grenade. Someone's backpack over a wall, so stuff like that. So they're just ensuring he has all these skills. For this one, it's not just about alley-oops. It's about like seeing how far something is, sprinting, catching up to it. And in this workout that I did just this last Sunday with this kid, we also did shuttle runs. And I told him he has to like stutter his feet and then reach for the line, but he kept missing the line by like this much. He would go that much over it. And I'm like, no, you have to understand how long you are, how fast you're going, and it's just experience and doing it over and over and over again. So we got better at that as well. Again, these alley-oops will help with that, so you can get better rebounds, maybe some tip dunks, some tip layups, so you can maybe block someone's shot on a fast break. Like the best block shot guy in the NBA in terms of timing is LeBron James. It's just ridiculous how he times like block shots, because he can see the ball, relate himself to the distance, and then react in certain ways that other people can't react to. So for the alley-oop drill, not only does it look cool, but you get to learn all these extra things within the game. All right. Why would you guess Giannis? So other things we have are wall passes. Remember that the wall is your best friend. If you are trying to get better at passing the ball, we throw the ball straight to the same hand, then to the opposite hand, then switching hands like this. Then we go behind our back with the right hand, behind our back with the left hand, throwing the ball as hard as we can off the wall. I had a teammate who in Taiwan, he was like our he was our point guard. I was also the point guard, whatever. But he would always warm up with like crossovers and throwing the ball off the walls as accurately as possible. And I always thought that it assisted him in terms of like him trying to be a great point guard. And what I've seen from you guys in games is you guys have direct passes. Like you see the guy, no one's bothering you. You see them, and then you throw the ball 4 feet to the left, and it's like, what happened? Your accuracy is just ridiculously bad. All right? Being accurate as a passer it's a great deal. It's a greatly important thing. So make sure that you guys are doing wall passes to get better at that. Deflect to layup. I have to go warm up for my game. Good luck in your game, Dylan Devaney. Kill him, man. Not literally. Don't kill them. Literally, that is a crime. But you understand what I mean. All right. Deflect to layup. Make sure that you have your strong side hand up in the passing lane so that you can steal basketball. So that if you happen to miss it, you're still in front of them. If you reach with the opposite hand, now you turn from them, and if they came to the ball, you can foul them. So reach with your strong side hand, but you also want to kind of bait them into it. So don't stand completely in the passing lane. The further off that you can be, now you're dissuading them to drive as well. All right, and if we watch it, all right, you're right here like this, and this guy has the ball, all right, and you're trying to deny. All right, if you're right, get out of here. If you're right here denying, he may not ever pass. Because he's like, oh yeah, you're right there, but he might drive. So when this guy's trying to guard him, he might drive by him, and he might be able to get by him too. All right. However, if you're kind of like baiting him, and the more that you can step off, and you can still get that pass, you're kind of stepping off a little bit. Now this little driving angle right here that he had before, now he has less of a driving angle. All right. He has less of a driving angle. Whereas before, when you were out here, now that would be more of a driving angle. All right. So you want to make sure that he has as the smaller version of that by playing a little bit off, and every inch counts in basketball. So make sure that you kind of like bait them into it so you can make the floor shrink and make his penetrating options shrink. All right. So that's kind of why we want to do this, but also you can be kind of clever and get some steals, because I mean, denying it's a very important thing, but not when they can drive. You want to be able to back off to dissuade the penetrations. And if your man gets the ball, it's okay. You're still in front of them. All right? Your goal is not to get steals. Your goal is to keep the defense from scoring. So especially if you have a shot clock, just let them waste time. All right? So that's why we do this drill. So make sure that you guys understand the deflection, how you guys hit the ball, and everything like that is important as well. Then I'm going to report your comment for bullying. Connor, I feel like you're a hater. Now, the only hater that we have is... who's the hater? Rohit's the hater, man. All right, then we have zigzag sprint D. All right, that's sliding with the defense, and then when they go fast, you turn and you sprint and you turn them. All right, I've shown people this during games. I guess it's just a very, very hard thing, but hopefully we can get someone like Andrew Eflin, someone like Noah Masseth, people who are like our best defenders. I think that those two probably are our best defenders, maybe like on-ball defenders, to understand that you don't have to be even near them to do this. You just want to turn them, and then you change the entire game to where they're not getting any fast break layups or any kind of like throwing the ball ahead. If you turn the point guard 3 times and you never get a steal, you are our best defender. All right, so we need someone to understand this concept, and that's why we do the zigzag sprint D. All right, other two are anchor layups. All right, getting the ball low, getting it high fast, getting those elbows up, collapsing in, and then shooting the layup. That's a skill. And then point blank layups as well, just to put the ball in the basket and getting used to that. All right. Anyway, that's my time. Don't forget that the quote of the day is no feeling is final. All right. No matter what you're going through, guys. Be strong mentally, be strong emotionally, be strong physically, and then you have it all. All right? No feeling is final means like no matter how bad a game you have, no matter how great a game you have as well, you're not going to be always riding on cloud 9. You won't always be down in the dirt. All right? Eventually, you will find your way back to the middle ground, and realize that so you don't get too big ahead, so that you don't get too down in life. All right? No feeling is final. Either way, no feeling is final. If you're as mad as you might be at the referee, don't do anything that you might regret, like just punch them. Or no matter how mad that you are at your parents, don't say anything that you might regret for your entire life. All right? Realize that no feeling is final, and just give life a chance. Be patient in that regard. All right, you guys. That's my time. I will talk to y'all later. If you're going to practice, I will see you guys then. I've already started my car. I'm ready to go. I will see y'all in a second. All right, and that's about all that I have. All right, you guys, post the homework. All right, you guys. Peace.